We've all been brought together because of our love for her, and all those whose lives she's touched. Her passing is a gift, just as her life was a gift. For some people, we're here to celebrate Silveria. For others, Viring. For some who are here in spirit, it's Nanay, Ate, Anak, Mahal. For me and many others, it's Lola Viring. I am Desiree, one of her many grandchildren that loved, adored, and respected her. Lola was such an amazing woman. She raised 13 children, then her grandchildren, and then her great-grandchildren. She built a family that was taught to care, support, and love one another. We are the good people we are today because of how gracefully she influenced us. Thank you, Lola, for the family that you gave me. We all have stories to tell about our experiences with her. I would like to share a few things I will remember about Lola. I will remember and truly be grateful that she came to America to help raise my brother and I spent most of my childhood with Lola. She would walk to St. John's to pick me up from school, and as we walked home, she would scare all the neighbors' dogs away with her umbrella because I was so scared that they kept barking at me. She always used to love to tell people this story. Lola used to make me watch Dolphy movies with her all the time. I understand Tagalog because of those movies. She's the only person I can speak Tagalog to. I guess she made it easier to talk to because she never criticized me when I wasn't speaking correctly. I will remember how she brushed my hair in such a rough manner before school each morning in order to get the tangles out of my hair so she can make a braid. She did my hair for over 10 years. Lola was a helpful person. She'd always prepare breakfast, lunch, dinner for everyone in the house. I can't recall anyone ever starving with Lola around. In her later years, Lola was so cute and adorable, as if she turned into a baby again. She'd light up when I'd come to visit her with flowers and Hello Kitty toys. She was always obsessed with the color pink, and she found joy in those stuffed toys that sang and danced. There was never a time that I didn't hear her laughing. She laughed the most, especially when she saw us struggling to carry her into the car and into the house every time we picked her up. I hope all of you have as many wonderful memories with Lola as I do, because she truly was one of a kind. Lola lived a simple life. It didn't take much to make her happy. A picture of a family, a card, flowers, a visit, or even just a hug. We were the most important people in the world to her. She lived to make our lives better and was proud of us. I'd like to say a special thanks to those people that took time out of their day to pray for her, visit her, and stay long hours in the hospital with her. Lola endured things that no one should or could ever imagine. In the past few years, she scared us by landing herself in the hospital several times. But Lola always had a funny way of pulling out of it. After a while, I think she realized that the hospital guarantees that everyone would come visit her every day, and that made her happy. The most impressive quality that made Lola such a unique individual was that she never had any bitterness or complaints about any of the hard things she had to go through. No matter if she got her leg cut off, she was on a breathing machine, or was unable to talk, she still showed us that she was strong and thinking of us through all her suffering. In the last few weeks of Lola's life, Lola told us that she was seeing her husband, her daughter Arlene, and angels visit her every day. At that point, we realized that it was time for us to let Lola finally rest from taking care of us, worrying about us, and putting us first. It was our turn to be a mother to her and let her be at rest. Last week, the doctors were definite that she wasn't going to last more than 3 hours after being taken off the vent. So we all rushed to say our goodbyes. Although we've been preparing for her day to leave us for weeks, the thought of it is still hard. And I think she knew that we weren't ready for her to leave us just yet. Surprisingly, Lola fooled us. Not only did she last 3 hours breathing on her own, she lasted 5 more days. I believe that Lola's love and strength let her live those 5 extra days because she wanted us to be ready. Those 5 extra days she gave us the opportunity to say anything and everything we wanted her to know. So even when we thought we were taking care of her, she was actually taking care of us. Lola, you will always be remembered for your strength, appreciation, tenderness, compassion, and love. Thank you for the family that I have. Thank you for being such a wonderful grandmother. I love you very much and I miss you every day.
Si Kenny pala. Si Kenny.
Hello, my name is Cantus Grady. I'm Lola's grandson. And I guess to say that everyone who met Lola Viring, as we fondly call her, will agree that she was one of the gentlest, kindest, warmest people we ever met. She was a simple, sincere person who, like everyone, always thinking of good things about people. You will never catch her say anything negative about anybody. So my father used to tease her, asking Nai, who was prettier, Mom or Tita Early? And she would only smile and just say, both are. My parents told me that when Lola first came to America, it was in the dead of winter. She came out of the airport and was almost blown away by the wind and the snow. She almost turned back to warm, sunny Philippines. Ran back to the airport in the terminal. And if she stayed, it would only be for like a little short time. But we arrived home, and she saw me and my sister, and my cousins, and everybody in the family, and she fell in love with us. She stayed and stayed, and before long, we were grown. She nurtured us, fed us, prepared our clothes and our baon for school, and always present in our school programs, and always was there to cheer us on. She was always filled with delight herself with any gift we gave her. At school, we were always given the shopping list, and Lola was always at the top. She was just the easiest to shop for. We always get her little cheap trinkets, $1 rings and earrings, and she would proudly wear them like as if they were diamonds and expensive stuff until they fell apart. Lola Viring hardly spoke English, but she tried using one word here and there. One day my mother told me a friend called looking for her, and Lola answered the phone. She said, "Great Dagon, no more." Click. And before you know it, she was calling others and sharing the bad news, and my mother was gone, no more. They finally tracked down my dad, who assured them was well and okay. My mother, meanwhile, was getting calls here and there. Whenever she said hello, it was a second, dead silence, and they hung up. My mother spoke to my dad, who was laughing, and said that Lola meant to say, "Fredagan, not here." Lola Viring was a sport and a real trooper. When we would go to Florida, Disney World, we would be prepared for these long lines for our rides, and we would be asking again and again when we were going to get in. And of course, we're always like that for everything. But soon discovered that if you were disabled, you could get in quicker. So what happened was, Lola was having trouble like keeping up and walking with us as a group. So Mom tried to get her wheelchair, and then put her in the wheelchair and see what happens. So what happened was, take one look at Lola in the wheelchair. Okay, you can come around here, just skip the line, just totally bypass everything. Okay, you're at the front. Really? It works every time. Yep. But, it was funny. The first time we tried to use her to get in for a ride, surprised that it worked. We rushed to the next ride, but we left Lola at the previous ride. But then, by the time we got along, we realized this. We ran back, and she was there, just smiling. But she's just laughing about it. Not mad, nothing. So that was great. Because I guess she would know we would always come back for her. And then, from then on, every time we went to Florida Disney World, that was the plan. First thing we do, walk in, get a ticket, go straight to the wheelchair. Get Lola in the wheelchair, then we can go ride. Get Lola's wheelchair. I want to go on the ride now. No. Okay. So at this time, I'd like to share some precious moments of our life, created by both our grandchildren and once here and in the Philippines. So I hope you will enjoy it. Most of you have seen this, but I'll play it for the people who haven't showed up yet.